to say goodbye to yesterday.
Live from my living room, Dos Bromigos, episode 4.
Melissa actually knew what when I was watching the video when I was editing it. I stopped it after you said live from, and Melissa's like, Studio One. I was like, hey, that's exactly what he said.
No, I said my living room.
And now yeah, sorry. I've been singing that all week. I'm gonna continue singing that too. I'm trying my best not to. If anybody knows where to buy a really cool pen, I'm talking the steel pens that are really heavy. They're the really super cool pens. Fuck no. I'm talking. I want to spend at least $3,000 on the pen, diamond encrusted. Big pen, nice pen.
I was like, why the fuck do you
Word
keep
to
looking
Jesus,
up
word to Jesus.
there? I was like, why do you keep looking up there?
That's where our camera's
I
at.
know, I
And
forgot.
also right here. We're probably just gonna bounce between them. And I'll take
Yeah,
it's
that's a great song.
stuck in my head. You know that song?
No,
So Hard to Say Goodbye by Boys to Men.
I've probably
Played at every funeral ever.
I've probably heard it, but I don't recall.
It's really funny.
When other people sing shit, I don't pick up on that.
I was singing it for the Hermit. He
Quickly.
likes strawberry milk, and I poured some strawberry milk out for him for the homies that couldn't be here. Strawberry milk's good, dude.
It's fucking disgusting.
I got something to start you off with. You remember how we used to go to explain to the people, and I will fact check you, but you get to tell the story of everyday biscuits and gravy economy and the economics of it.
Okay, so what we would do is we would go from band class, first period, would end at, 9:10, 9:15? And we would, right?
9.
Because it would start at like 8:10.
We get to school at 7.
No,
I get to school at
you
6.
you got school at 7, I got school at 8. Anywho,
Oh, 7:50.
we would go from band class, and we would get in our,
Because the band room is separated from the actual high school for no
Yes.
reason at all.
you had what do you know what your car was? A hunk of shit.
Yeah,
And my
2013 hunk of
And
shit.
my hunk of you're 2013? You're
Was it
you're 88?
yeah, the 88 hunk of shit.
And then I had my
That was
car,
a Honda Accord,
2003 Honda Accord,
which was also a Honda Accord.
and we would race in the 20-mile-per-hour high school or elementary school parking lot or a street. We would go about 40.
That's right. How many times do you think, besides like by the principal, the band teacher, and other student aides and associates, how many times do you think we were told to drive safely and not race?
Many a times.
3 a month? 3 times a month?
We're probably the reason
That they don't get to do that.
No, that multiple times they were like, everyone has to take the bus. There's no more driving for
That's
the next
funny.
2 months.
Yeah, that happened.
But yeah, we'd go to each stop, and we would spend $1.35 on small B&G or $2.35 for a large B&G.
That's right.
Then you'd get the chocolate milk, which was I believe $1.89,
$1.59.
$1.59.
Totaled out to about $3.
I would
if we
always
had
get
$3, we
2
could get
donuts
breakfast.
in addition. I'd get
Jesus fucking
2 additional
Christ. I
donuts.
remember that now.
Yes, I'd get the double chocolate and then the white with sprinkles, and then we'd haul ass
I'd
to
get the
school, high
Big
school.
fucker.
Yeah, you don't get the long john.
No, it was round, but it was huge.
Oh yeah, the large
big boy.
vanilla and chocolate.
They don't do that anymore. They
yeah.
don't have that one.
Well, it's because they're a different owner. But yeah, then we'd haul back to the school. And I remember, I think only on one occasion the principal came out and was like, "Why are you guys back so late?
That's
why,
right.
Why did everyone else get back here 10 minutes ago?" And you
Well,
guys just
sir,
not
my
getting
car was dead.
Remember that time where I had to push your car with my car?
Yeah, we had a ratchet strap attached to my bumper.
No,
with
remember?
Ben driving over the top of it. Oh, when you
When
pushed.
I bumper to bumpered
Oh
your
my
car to
God.
the high school.
Yes, that was good.
I didn't mind because my car had been hit by a deer, or I guess I had hit a deer.
That's right. This is what we got to do. Whenever we mention stories like this, we have to elaborate on them for the people, because you and I know what we're talking about. Klayton ran into a deer.
On my way, on my
Just
way
kidding.
to a paper route.
No. Anyway, the reason I brought that up, I went to get
I
some
can't wait till we
B&G.
get these fucking mic stands, dude.
Yeah, so you can just
I'm like hurting my
chill.
neck right now.
You
I'm
can
like,
sit back. So I went and got biscuits and gravy. Same store. They've been going for 15 years strong. Easy Stop. Shout out Easy Stop. And I went and got a biscuits and gravy there. A small. You know how much a small biscuits and gravy? You won't believe me.
it used to be $1.35.
5 even. Over 100% increase in price. A large is $7.50. And the same milks we bought, which you said were $1.59, $1.89. I say $1.59 because I have a picture of it.
Yes.
$4.30.
This is why we now eat at Dairy
That's
Bar.
what I'm saying. They lost business. I was a lifetime customer.
Like I love
And
Dairy
they
Gold.
lost business.
I love the Dairy Gold chocolate milk. I'll switch that up to a Dr. Pepper or just a water.
Soda in the morning.
Or just a water.
Yo, yeah, dude. They are talking like there's kids our age who can't do that anymore because
of us.
they could have real jobs. They could have paying salaries and they still couldn't afford the daily B&G at that store anymore because they're $5 fucking.
I have no idea how we pulled that off back in the day. I mean, I had a job, but
basically you bought all the food. I didn't buy the food ever. I said I've got no money, and you're like,
I got you.
I didn't ask.
Yeah.
Like, you want some biscuits and gravy? And I'm like, I ain't got any money. You're like,
did I fucking?
I didn't ask.
Yeah.
We don't count favors around here.
I didn't ask. Do you have money? I said, are you fucking hungry?
That's right.
That's ready to eat, bruh.
That's a good friend. It's good practice. You feel like you're waiting on something? I feel like you were excited to talk about something before I hit you with the economics of B&G.
No, I don't know when to introduce my subjects.
I can hit you with another one if you're ready. This was one that hit me real deep. The thing that kicked it off was Melissa mentioned it and I was talking to her about it. But I've had the same voicemail, the voicemail box. And
hi, CJ.
Since I was probably 10, right? I got a phone real early because my parents were cool. Take that how you will. But I got a phone real early and I made my voicemail box. I set it up and I prepubescent me and the Verizon hasn't changed it. I haven't changed it.
It sounds like a young girl.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like a woman answering the phone, but it's me in middle school. Yes. And so my mom says she calls me sometimes just to hear my kid voice. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I'm going to answer the phone from now on. You're never going to hear. What? Yeah, so it's a little baby thing. That's what started it. But we were talking about.
Or if your mom answers, you should be like, hi, CJ. Like, act like it's the thing and then be like, what do you fucking want?
That's the topic. This is what I'm going to write in the info for the video, though. This is the topic that I thought of. The death of the ringtone. You have an iPhone now, which I convinced you to get. If I called you right now, and if you called me, or if your mom called us, whoever calls us, we're getting the same ringtone. It doesn't change.
Mine just vibrates.
That's what I'm saying. The vibrate or the same Apple default ringtone. Melissa's got the same ringtone. Your mom has an iPhone?
Yes.
Same ringtone, right? Everybody's got the same ringtone. Back in the day, ringtones used to be the thing. It was like, oh, check out my new ringtone, and it's fucking
I'm on my level.
Like a melody.
Yeah, I'm on my level.
They're playing replay or something. That was the cool thing. That used to be the thing.
I have not heard that song since middle school. That's a great one.
There's two things that I want to ask you, and one that I'll follow up with my own self. But I had the same two ringtones for my entire school career. Like, for as long as I've had a phone, I've had two ringtones. One is the Super Mario, the coin sound, and that was from, like, middle school to freshman year. But ding, yeah, when he catches the thing.
And then
the Loyal by Chris Brown.
Yeah. I love that one.
I love that, too.
I've always, like, your phone, I just wait for you to get a text to hear
Those are the only ringtones I've ever had. I can't recall, maybe a 1-Up sound, like when I was real young, the 1-Up Mario sound. But those are the only two I've had. People used to change them all the time. They're like, oh, check out the new ringtone, right? And so that was my question to you is what was your ringtone back in the day? What's your favorite ringtone? And why don't you have it set now?
I've never had a ringtone.
Bro.
I've always just had my phone on vibrate. There was one point, I cannot remember the song. It was a super inappropriate song. Oh, it was My Dick by Mickey Avalon.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, this would be fucking hilarious. My mom and I remember this very vividly. We were going to TJ Maxx. We walked through the front door. And then all of a sudden, don't, my dick. And I was like, oh, no.
How old were you at this time?
12.
12 years old?
I was a very young man. I was like, this would be fucking hilarious.
Shout out Abby Meyer.
So, yes.
Hey, Abby.
Every video, got to do a shout out.
Hi, Abby.
But yeah. So I turned that off, and then ever since, it's just been silence. And then you've always had the fucking, the call, not the call back, but
the like ring back tone.
When you're,
that's what I'm,
that's just yours.
So that was thievery. That was first-rate corporate theft.
Yes.
You had to pay for it back in the day. It was like 99 cents. They're like, oh, we'll get you this ringback tone, which is when somebody calls you, the sound you hear instead of the dial tone. Everybody's familiar with the doot, doot. Mine actually plays you a little song because I figured, hey, if you're taking the time to call me, I might as well give you a little something, a little something to listen to while I pick up the phone. And mine was Black and Yellow by Wiz Khalifa. 99 cents. I thought, hell yeah, I'm going to have this for the rest of my life, 99 cents. But Verizon didn't tell me that it only lasts for a year. So I was probably 7th to 8th grade. I had Black and Yellow by Wiz Khalifa because that's when that song came out and everybody was listening to it. And then after that, it changed it to the the Mozart's Third Overture.
It's been like that for 10
yeah,
fucking
so if
years.
you call me, you're listening to classical music. I apologize, but they don't do that anymore. It's not a thing you can buy. So you get, first off, you get Mozart, followed immediately by, if I don't pick up, 7-year-old me talking to you and asking you politely, leave a message.
Hi, this is AJ.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I will never
It's
change.
pretty gold.
That's hot. But yeah, the death of the ringtone, I think it's caused by these right here. Because if you want to make a ringtone, if you want to get a ringtone, you have to buy one that somebody's already made off iTunes. They're like $1. If you want to have one of your own, it's a 10-step process. And I'm sure all the people in the comment section are like, no, you're just stupid. But no, you have to download iTunes.
All the people in the
We
comments.
have thousands
Brad?
of comments a day, bro. Brad.
What was that his name?
Who?
The guy, or Todd, the guy from
Andrew. Oh, Todd.
Yeah.
The bot.
The bot, yeah.
Todd the bot. No, but yeah.
Shout out Todd if you're
Shout
listening.
out Todd. What's up? Thanks for the hit. You're the first
You didn't-
non-organic
You
comment.
didn't subscribe, but you commented. Appreciate it.
Bitch.
Bitch.
I forgot what I was even saying after that.
Apologize.
That's fine. That was fine. It got a real roll there. But yeah, the death of the ringtone. That's what I was saying. It's caused by the iPhone because it's a 30-step process to get a ringtone. I had Loyal, and then I got my phone replaced, and it's so much work. I have to do it again. I have to remake the fucking ringtone and then reapply the ringtone, and then even then it's buggy, and sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then if you talk to Apple about it, they don't tell you your phone's broken. They tell you, well, the file must be corrupted because it's the wrong file format.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
I've never wanted or had a ringtone. I usually have my phone in my hand or in my pocket. Max vibrates. So
Yeah.
I don't care too much.
I think I used to change the ringtone, but people didn't call. People don't call nowadays. People don't call. That's another thing. I don't call. I try not to text. I exclusively text you with
And Herbert.
small informational pieces,
Yes.
and Herbert because he does his own thing. But with anything else, I'm calling people. I called Sam the other day. I talked to Sam on the phone for like half an hour because I haven't seen him in forever. And I'm calling Damien now. We used to talk on Snapchat, and he was telling me a story how he hates the Snapchat messaging app, and I was like, we're not using it anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah, so now we call. I call my mama. Hi, mama.
That's basically all I do. I head home from work, little 20-minute call.
To your mom.
Call mom.
Hi, Abby.
And then yeah, I just usually text you. That's about it.
Yeah, with small informational pieces.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that, well, it either show up or
Yeah.
it's going to be a call from now on.
Yeah.
What is all that?
The man, the myth, the legend, the hometown hero, Justin Herbert, number 6 to the Los Angeles Chargers.
He won't be there for more than a year
Why do you say that?
because Chargers suck. Chargers are where teams go to die.
Because Phillip Rivers was there for
Yeah.
30 years.
Don't matter.
And he's a garbage quarterback.
Do you think Herbert wants to start a franchise, or do you think he wants to go to the Steelers where there's a bunch of receivers that he can pass to?
What team was that? The Bears? You said me they had 10.
10 tight ends. Bears have 10 tight ends.
The more I thought about that, I was like, they're just doing that so they can trade off. So when other teams are like, oh, we're tight end. I don't have a fucking tight end. They're like, hey, we'll take your defensive back.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
We'll take all your
Create a
savage players.
monopoly on tight ends.
Exactly. So I was like, oh, that's fucking genius.
Yeah, then they have to develop tight ends.
You know what drove me nuts? I mean, I don't know shit about football. I know a lot about football. I don't know shit about the draft
Nick
and how all
Saban
that
for
works.
our entire childhood, canceling our hopes and dreams at a national championship.
No, just
Oh.
just the fact that like
that bother me?
Herbert went first round.
Yep.
And then it was I think 3 more rounds
Before
until
an Oregon
another
player.
Oregon player, which was Troy Dye, and then another round, another Oregon player,
Well,
another round.
aren't all the good players juniors last year? The people that he threw to? I don't watch college football. Forgive me.
I know you're not a big sports guy,
I like sports. I like playing sports.
Yeah.
Watching makes me want to compete.
dude. It not to reminisce because I know you're
No, that's fine. We
your
can do it
hatred
here.
for reminiscing.
We're getting paid to do it here. We're getting paid.
But like Justin Herbert, 22 years, a year younger than we are.
And he's got glorious blonde hair.
His hair, dude. He's got brown hair.
It's blonder than mine.
It's definitely brown.
Tell Abby I want my hair to look that light.
Anywho, it bums me out thinking about football in the past. 'Cause I always wanted to be a running back, but because we went to such a small school, they were like, "You're
We need O-line.
You're 6 foot. You're 200 pounds.
You're O-line.
O-line.
O-line, bitch."
Yeah. You can run really fast. Doesn't matter.
So who's in charge of
O-line.
getting you out of Harrisburg so you can go to a D1 school, high school?
What?
Who's in charge? Whose fault is it that you were stuck in Harrisburg?
My mom's.
Abby!
No, actually, she tried to get me to go to Marist. She wanted me to go to a bigger school.
I know somebody who went to Marist.
To which I said, "Did she go to Marist?" Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah,
Hi, wife.
she tried to get me to go to Marist, and I was like, "Here's the thing," and like,
isn't it Catholic school?
I don't fucking know.
I'm pretty sure it's Catholic.
But yeah,
school.
I'd always consider myself a lineman because I was fucking always like, "Oh, you're a lineman." So I was like, I'm never gonna compete against these linemen at Marist because they're all 6'4", 250, 260. They're big.
Marist 3A, 4A.
I think they're 2A. They're a higher up school. I'm not positive. But
is it the bigger the number, the smaller the amount of people? I think that's right. Yeah,
yes.
2A. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, because like Thurston's 1A and they have like 1,000 kids at their school. We have 200. That's why we're 3A.
I don't know what I'm asking anymore. I'm pretty sure Marist is in a different division than the school we went to.
It is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to get at. They're bigger.
Yeah,
than Hood
we were
schools.
3A. I think they're 2, maybe 1A. But yeah.
Used to wrestle against Marist kids.
Did you?
Yeah.
You should have wrestled.
You hit him with an oil check.
You should have wrestled through high school. You'd have been such a savage.
Nah. I was talking to
You'd
Damien
probably be
about
bigger
this.
too.
Damien, no, that's the exact opposite. Damien wrestled through high school, and he's 5'4", and he attributes that to having to cut weight all the time. And same with my brother. My brother's really short and smaller than me because he had to cut weight all the time.
It's just genetics.
No, you are hitting the prime growth years, and you are slashing your intake.
Well, look at your mom. Look at your grandmother. She was like 4'9". Your mom's like 5'4".
I think my grandma was taller. She shrunk a lot.
She did.
My grandpa was also like 7 feet tall. I don't know if you ever met my grandpa.
No, I never got to meet the myth.
Really tall dude. Really tall dude.
But I know guys who.
Isn't height supposed to give a generation, or is that red hair?
I don't really know.
I don't either.
But I know guys who are wrestlers who are wrestlers their entire lives that are taller than I am. I don't really think it.
Well, you can like if you fit into your. It's kind of like you were saying how you small school you get thrown into O line. Well, like if you're small school, somebody's got to fill the 120 position, and if you are naturally 140, you are going to be cutting weight every single season.
Yeah.
Here's a garbage bag and some water and live in the bathtub for your life. I don't regret not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't. It gave me a lot of freedom.
I know. Every year the coach would come to me and be like, you should wrestle. I'm like,
Desmond Bennett.
Yeah, I'm like rather not. I remember.
No, I'll pass.
I remember every year he'd come to football practice, and he'd be like, all right, if you're gonna do wrestling, like let me know. I'm gonna get jerseys at this. And every year I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it.
And you just leave him on. Your little tease.
Yeah, and he'd get so excited, and then the season rolled around. I'm like,
little tease.
Nah, bro, I'm not doing it.
I don't think your mom would approve of you wrestling.
She probably wouldn't have minded.
That's not easy.
I know. Minded.
Abby, comment if you would approve of him wrestling. I guess football's worse for you than wrestling.
I
right?
think she just wanted me to be active.
Yeah.
So the fact that it was football, 3 months of nothing, track. Yeah. I kind of regret not playing basketball.
She didn't want you getting involved with the ladies.
I don't think it caught that.
She didn't want you getting involved with the ladies.
She wanted me to be like my dad.
Hi, Abby.
But yeah, I wish I would.
Why is your mom such a heavily prevalent topic on our podcast?
Because we appreciate her so much.
That's right.
I don't know.
There we go. A little small love letter. There we go. Check it off.
So
Don't mention it again.
So we need to have her as a guest one of these videos just to
the legendary
drain the system of her, so we never talk about her again.
The woman, the myth, the legend,
yes.
Abby Meyer.
Well, there's one of my topics shed. Justin Herbert in the NFL draft.
Good for him. Top 10 is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a franchise lead. I think that the Chargers posted "We got our guy" on Twitter, and
Yes.
somebody made a joke about it that I can't remember right this second.
A lot of people have been shitting on it, and
Ain't nobody want to go to San Diego. He lived the same life you did. He
You know,
went to
I've-
Jefferson High School.
I've been a Chargers fan my whole life. He
Imagine-
went to Sheldon.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Jefferson, but yeah, I definitely meant Sheldon. They're green. They're in the middle of Eugene.
Yeah.
And like imagine you right now just living in San Diego, playing national football.
Yeah. I'm just stoked, dude. I mean, I've been a Chargers fan my whole life, and now my favorite quarterback.
You can't be a public Chargers fan though because they don't win games. Is that what you're saying?
And the Raiders too. I've been a huge Raiders fan. Now
They're in Las Vegas.
now the Mariota's there.
With Mariota,
It's fucking so sick, dude.
I feel you. Gotta
I
love
just
that
need to
guy.
go get my jersey.
Jerseys. Jerseys are like $200,
I know. I'm
especially for
I'll
draft
just
players.
paint them on every year. I'll get it
That's
tattooed.
awesome.
I'll just get tattooed.
Yikes.
Herbert number 10 across my back.
I think that's probably not ethical to get a Oakland Raiders jersey tattoo because you're black body,
Yes.
especially if you're home team.
Yeah.
That's brutal. My notebook get wet.
Probably almost spitting up when I said something earlier.
Oh, that's exactly why it
Yeah.
happened. Ringtones, bro. That was a good one. I was thinking also, this just caught my mind later this week. But I don't have a whole lot to do with it. But I remember saying it last week on the cast, but I said you can't say that. There's words that really tick me off. There's words that immediately, I call them words you can't say, but you can obviously say them. But if somebody does say them, you instantly, it's like right there. You know that they don't know what they're talking about. When people say basically,
Question. Has
What's
it been 20 minutes?
it has. Let me fix that. That's fine. We can just
That's okay.
just end up swapping to that one for the interim. Good call.
That's
Good call.
That's okay. Anyways, words.
I say them like words you can't say because last week I said don't say that when you were explaining something to me. If you say basically,
Yeah, I said basically.
Bam.
You're like, you don't fucking know what you're
yeah,
talking
if somebody says basically, it's because they're buying time to fabricate a story.
Yes.
Like, oh, it's basically. They always say it really loud, really long. They draw it out, 14 syllables in basically. Because they're trying to figure out. That's what I'm saying. They're like, well, basically, while they're trying to think of like they're working. They're fabricating something. Something's coming up. It's not going to be the truth or accurate,
Okay.
but they're just making it up. But when people say basically, I tune out. I'm like, no. I don't want to hear what you're saying. Don't talk to me. And I stop people from saying stuff. Like when you said basically last week, I stopped you. I tried to stop you from talking. I was like, don't say that.
And then I said basically, and you're like, so you don't know what you're talking about.
I work with a dude who says that. And at AutoZone, people always ask you for advice. Every time he answers, he begins with basically. And the worst advice ever I've heard from this guy. It just
Did you watch that video I sent you, the F word? Where he's like, fair, you know, when you're in negotiations.
You've sent me a lot of videos this week.
It was like right after we talked. It's basically right after the podcast last week. I sent it to you, and it's like it was like a masterclass thing. And the guy's like,
Let me see if I can find
I'm
it.
gonna send. He's like, the F word in negotiations, fair.
You don't want to say that, or you do want to say that?
I think it's just basically.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. If you say that, I will stop listening,
I know.
or I will stop you from talking. And that has nothing to do with you. That's just as a whole. Like
It.
that's good practice. If somebody starts saying basically to you, call them on it because they don't know what they're talking about. That's the only reason they say it
Yeah.
because they're trying to break it down so they can understand it rather than you. Basically, and the other word was unfortunately. Waste of breath. If somebody says
like
unfortunately to you, it's a waste of breath.
That's 5 syllables.
What is?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. It's a long one, but more like people say that all the time in customer service and in sales. They say, "Unfortunately, we don't
have that in
It's
stock.
whatever you're about to say. They already understand that
I
it's
know.
not. Yes, here's your item. You
If-
don't
yeah.
need to say. Unfortunately, you're pandering to
Or
no
if you
one.
wanted to say it,
Don't.
No. Just instead of the whole completing sentence. Unfortunately, we do not have your item. Just say,
Just cut it out.
unfortunately. I'd be like,
They will already know.
yeah. I'd be like, okay, thanks.
That finishes the
Yeah.
thought. That finishes the thought. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And people think it's, I don't know. I get the impression sometimes everybody's got a sales style, but my sales style is straightforward. And so when something people need, especially at Best Buy,
Kind of talked about this last week.
yeah, they're like, oh, I need this item. And I'll say, we don't got it.
Yeah.
And they're like waiting for any sort of like consolation or something. And I'm just like, hey, boss, it ain't here.
It's not here. Just
I can order it.
friggity fuck off.
I'm not going to tell you I'm sorry because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologize because it ain't my fault. It's not here. I can do a lot of things to help you get it, but giving it to you right now ain't happening. And some people respect that. Some people don't like it.
Yeah.
But I'm a manager now, so who cares?
Yeah, I'm not big on confrontation. That's why I'm not really straightforward with people a lot of times, or very like direct.
You ever want to change that?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what
my
I'm working
entire
on.
life.
That's what I'm working on in myself too. Is like it's okay to fucking argue with somebody. It's also okay to fight somebody. I've also always been told like turn the other cheek. Good Christian, don't fight somebody. It's a waste of your time. Sometimes it ain't a waste of your time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to argue with somebody.
You know what's insane? I'm just gonna keep bringing this up. This entire podcast, I don't know why, but you're like 6 feet away from your mic. I can hear you perfectly. If I were to back up that far, I can barely. You can't even register.
I don't know, man. I think
Like I'm fucking right here.
I think you're in your head about it because we also switched the ports. Remember?
I know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe you don't project your voice as well.
Probably.
Hey, yo, girl.
Probably.
Hey, girl. Let me talk to you.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
I wonder if it's even picking up any of that.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
You know, I was gonna say this beforehand, and I didn't. My mom was like, "You guys should record like a couple minutes, and then stop and listen to it and see."
Absolutely, we should. But the problem is, there's no way to hear it. The laptop doesn't give an accurate representation of the audio. But your mom's right, and I've tried doing that. It's just that our equipment right now doesn't.
Well, couldn't we plug in like our headset?
Why are we talking about this?
To the computer?
Yes, we could. Why are we talking about this? That's basically and unfortunately. Do you have any words that you don't like to hear somebody say? Instant turn off words that you know somebody is full of shit if they start with that word.
Yeah. I typically just don't, like we kind of talked about last week. I'm very
Non-confrontational.
narcissistic.
Sometimes people say, "Here's the thing,"
Yeah.
and that is they are unwilling to give to the situation. If they say, "Here's the thing," or if they say, "Listen," there's a guy that comes in all the time, and he is straight up off his rocker. Dude lives in a truck, real like bad situation, and I wish him the best. But he always says, "Listen," as if I weren't listening, as if I weren't paid to stand there and listen to his problem. And he knows that I don't like him.
Yeah.
And so he'll like emphasize, "Hey, listen to me. Thanks for your time, man. But listen." And like
Yeah.
as I'm not doing anything else, bro.
Yeah.
I'm standing here listening to you.
What I despise is it's not even a word. It's just when people, there's no startup like, "Hey, want to hear a story?"
Like, preach,
dude,
go,
this
go,
dude at work this week. I was putting some shit up in the air on my forklift, and he drives all the way down the aisle to be like, "Yeah, dude." So he's like, "My dog's at the vet right now. I'm really bummed out." And I was just to entertain him. I was like, "Oh yeah, what for?" And he's like, "Oh, she's got 2 cysts and she has to get them," and like just explain all this shit. And I was like,
Poor dog. All
right, cool, thanks, dude. You're taking up 2 minutes of my time.
Yeah.
Like,
2, you're lucky if it's just 2.
shit like that. I'm like, I could care fucking less. There's when people just like, I don't know whether it's like, so here's the thing about my life that I want to
care
tell you.
about.
Yeah,
That's you're hitting right on the nose. That's the reason that happens is they don't
fucking
have
drives me nuts.
they don't have anybody to talk to that cares about it.
They
Haven't built that relationship with somebody.
Yeah. Well, like the thing is, like, it's not ever, like if you were to like randomly just be like, "Yes, this fucking guy at work," I would listen because you're my best friend.
That's right.
But this guy, I'm not really a big fan of.
Yeah.
And so he comes up, "Yeah, this fucking my dog." I'm like, I already tuned out.
I agree wholeheartedly with what you're saying. I've told you this in private that I've now given people the option to hear my story. Like I used to do that. I think everybody does that. That's just how they're taught to talk or how they learn to talk. Because you're in the house with your family and people you care about. So when you go out into the world, you don't realize that there's a difference in situation, difference in relationship, and you should act differently according to that relationship. Not everybody cares about all your problems. It's a shame, but that's the way the world is. But I give people, especially at work, because I never talk at work. I try my best to just close my mouth for 8 hours. Boom, right there. As soon as I clock in, the mouth is closed.
Yeah.
And unless I'm talking to a customer, which I'm paid to do, I ain't talking to anybody.
Yeah.
But I give people the option these days. I'm like, hey, do you want to hear about this thing? Or most people who I hang out with actually, like, they'll ask me instead. They'll be like, hey, man, how's this going? And I'll get to tell them. And that's what it's about. But when you lead off with, let me tell you about this thing, I'm going to stop you right there. Cut it. I don't want to hear it.
My biggest problem is...
That's crazy, but I don't remember asking.
My biggest problem with entering into conversations with people, or if, there's a group, there's 5 people, and we're talking about something, I'll have something to say, and then, like, this person will be talking, and I'll be like, and then another person will start talking. I'm like, I'll get this in at the perfect time.
Right.
And right when I'm about to say it, then someone's like, yeah, so this football game last, like, they'll just, like, totally change the subject, and I'm like, opportunity missed.
That's what it is, right? Is everybody wants to talk, nobody wants to listen.
Yeah.
It's a different skill set.
Yeah.
That's how you become a more rounded human being.
Really
I don't want to listen to the people I work with. We're referencing situations at work. I don't want to listen to the people I work with. If anybody hears me, if anybody's watching this video.
If anyone from the Eugene Auto Zone.
Yeah, you are supposed to say that.
Store number 239.
That's the wrong number. I think it's 5130.
Shut the fuck up and let Adam do his job.
I don't want to talk to you. I've told you this to your face. This is by no means a surprise to you. Melissa loves this.
So
Melissa,
on Monday, or no, next week when you finally go back to work, a week from
tomorrow.
I thought you said you'd had a week off.
That starts next week.
Oh.
On Tuesday.
So yeah, when you go see these guys, be like, hey, you should really go
check out my new podcast. You'll love it.
Go subscribe, like my podcast. Skip ahead to 36 minutes. I sent you a special message.
33 minutes. Fuck. Good call, though. Good guess. Yeah, Melissa loves this. She used to not, I don't want to say bothered by it, but we've had talks about it before because she really likes to share. She's a very bubbly, extroverted person. She's really good at talking to people. And I told her from the jump, like as soon as I started this job, I was like, I'm not talking to nobody. I don't want them to know about me. I don't want to hear about them. I'm not talking to anybody. This is where I go to get paid, and I clock off at noon, and I go home. And that kind of used to bother her, but now she loves it because when I leave, because I do more than one thing in a day, but when I leave, half the time, not half the time even, I don't know, sometimes people will ask me, and they're always heavily interested. They're like, hey, what do you do? Where do you go? Do you have another job? And I hit them every time with something different. I'm like, oh, that's the question, isn't it? Like, what are you doing right now? And I'll be like, I don't even know.
On the real though?
Yeah.
I'm a CIA agent.
A CIA?
This is my
I'm gonna use.
This is my cover job.
I'm gonna use that.
I shouldn't be telling you this right now, but my wife, she had a Mercedes at home. That's my CIA car.
If you push the button on the stick, machine guns.
A fucking machine gun's come out of the tires.
I'm gonna use
start
that.
blasting dudes away.
Yeah, but I love it. I love that. They're like they don't know anything about me. That's what it should be. I love that. That's how it should be. If everybody minded their own business, if everybody cleans their own doorstep, the world would be a hell of a lot cleaner.
Yes. That's a T-shirt right there.
Everybody's watching. They're gonna be like, "Wow, this guy's an asshole."
That's a T-shirt right there. That's our. We should start.
That's actually a Mother Teresa quote. I don't own that. Yeah, it's a Mother Teresa
that's
quote.
Beautiful.
Yeah, well, it's Mother Teresa, bro.
She's dead.
Catholic.
It's you now.
Is she dead?
She died like 3 days after Princess Diane did.
I wasn't alive for that.
That was 97. We were a year old.
You were
shitting
alive. My pants.
You were
bro.
alive.
I was pooping in diapers. I was not alive. Life begins at conception.
You like that random fun fact? She died fucking 3 days after Princess Diane did.
I need to grab some water.
I think it's Diana, not Diane.
Oh yeah, they say Princess died. Let me grab some water. I'll be right back. You figure out something to talk about.
Well, I was gonna refill my Coca-Cola.
I'll bring it to you.
If you want to do that for a dude, don't pump too fast.
I know.
It'll fucking flood my countertop and destroy my keys. How y'all folks doing? Currently, AJ is flooding my countertop as I told him not to. Crazy times we're in right now, right? I love it. Isn't that right, Jamie?
Jamie, it's Hermit. He's our guy.
We need
We're gonna develop Hermit into our guy.
If you're
Hermit, if you're listening, we're gonna develop you into our guy.
If you're looking for
yeah, I love that.
what the fuck, dude?
What?
I don't want a full. I don't want to the brim, but I want like.
I had to wait for the foam.
See where there was no foam.
There was foam. It's on camera. There you go.
If you're looking for a job, an internship where you get paid nothing, but you get skills.
Really fun to be around.
And you know how to work computers. Sure, a little. If you know how to work computers, editing software, etc. If you can go watch Joe Rogan, pay attention to Jamie, maybe follow him on Instagram.
Don't do that.
And follow him on the Grum, and figure out how to do shit, and we'll internship you. Yeah.
We'll intern you. That's hot.
And then Hermit, if you're listening, we would love for you to do these things.
Get your fucking ass in gear.
Do
Censor,
something.
He hit me with an idea.
Get your life together,
Never
bro.
Never mind.
Now, what's the idea? Is it an off-camera thing? Write it down so we don't forget.
Are you gonna bring up one, or should I bring up another? Because this one's gonna hit you.
Mine are. These are later in the cast.
Let me hit you with Aaron Carter. Does that name ring a bell?
I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone.
No.
Is he singing the song?
No, I don't think so.
I want you and your beautiful soul.
That's not Aaron Carter.
That
Aaron Carter
that
sings
is.
I Want to Be Like Shaq. He sings I Want Candy. Basically.
Continue talking.
I almost hit basically.
Basically.
He was a young Disney star, right? Little blonde kid. Are you Googling Aaron Carter? Hey, Hermit, can you bring up Aaron Carter?
Jesse McCartney is who I was thinking of.
I know. That's why I
Okay,
said it wasn't him. Aaron Carter.
Okay.
He sings I Want Candy.
Yeah. I want candy.
Dink, dink,
From that
dink.
movie with the
Yes.
rabbits?
I don't know, but yes.
Something like that.
I've
Yes.
never seen the rabbits.
I haven't either. I just know the song because it was on Tap Tap. the
That's
game
what
on
I'm
your-
saying.
Okay.
So that's Aaron Carter. He was
Continue.
probably 10. I don't know how old he was.
I'm
Real young, little
Googling right
blonde
now.
haired kid. If you look at him now, he looks like G-Eazy, and he's making music again. There's a 20-year gap in his career.
Oh yeah, this guy. No. Yes,
Yeah.
it's him.
He looks like G-Eazy now.
It looks like something.
Looks
I'm
like an idiot.
Pretty sure he was in.
Slancha.
One second.
What was he in?
Pretty sure he was in the Backstreet Boys.
No, Aaron Carter, absolutely
Or
not.
his brother.
He was maybe 8 years old. He was maybe 8 years old when we were watching Hannah Montana.
This guy. Aaron Carter.
Yes. I don't know
Wasn't-
about that. That's
That's him now.
Terrible.
That's him now.
Jesus.
Yeah. Wasn't he Hannah Montana's boyfriend?
No, he was way too young.
He's 32 years old right
Aaron
now.
Carter.
He's 32 right now.
He was 13 in 2000. 12 in 2000
Yeah, okay.
when we were listening to his
I'll
music.
take your word for it. Anywho.
Yeah, that's a glow up. And by that I mean he looks like a convict now compared to the kid he was as a kid. That was a small side note.
His
I've listened-
brother was in Backstreet Boys, Nick
Oh.
Carter.
It's gonna be me. I
Sure.
saw a funny meme. Have you heard It's Gonna Be Me by the Backstreet Boys?
I've heard a lot of their songs. So
You've heard
probably yes.
It's Gonna Be Me. Have you?
I'll play it just so I can fucking hear it.
So in It's Gonna Be Me, Justin Timberlake says, "It's gonna be May." He pronounces the me M-A-Y.
That's NSYNC.
That's what I said. Shit, there's a lot of footage that
They're
says
the-
otherwise.
They are both the same band.
That's what I'm saying though. So you've heard It's Gonna Be Me, or haven't you? It's gonna be me.
I just need to hear the first 5 seconds of it.
It goes bow bow.
Ow, ow, ow.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not.
It's
what I was
gonna be me. You might been hurt, babe. That ain't no lie.
Yeah, I've heard this.
So in this song, he pronounces "It's gonna be me," but he said
May.
"It's gonna be May." I saw a hilarious meme that said, "This was back in March." It says, "When do you think they're gonna open up the gyms?" And it showed a clip of the music video when he says, "It's gonna be May," because they're gonna open them in May. last one. That was it. We're done. It's gonna be May. That was water
mixed with tequila. You know
Let
what?
me hit you. Go ahead.
No,
I apologize. No.
yours
Mine's a long
Yours
one.
is probably better.
Okay. I ain't gonna argue with you there because mine are always better.
Thanks.
Let me hit a sip of Coca-Cola.
Coca.
Got the opportunity yesterday to hang out with my good friend Damian Martin. You weren't too into Damian as a kid.
I wasn't not into Damien. It's
Yeah, we just didn't hang out with him a lot.
hung out with him at lunch. That's
He's
about it.
Very similar to you and I.
Yes.
He did wrestling.
I've met him.
Yeah.
I've talked to him before many a times.
He did wrestling like
Yes.
through high school. And I got the opportunity to catch up with him. And I was talking to him. I think we were talking about last time how we're both competitive and that's why we want to buy the best of everything before we start doing anything. I was talking to him about that and he mentioned a story that one of his friends and him had. He was talking about some of his other friends who picked up weight training because they wanted to be better athletes than him. They told him that to his face. We want to be better athletes than you. And he brushed it off. He's like, whatever. Okay. And that's what happened. And something that one of his friends said was near and dear to his heart. His friend, he overheard his friend telling the guys who said they were picking up weight training to be better athletes than him. He said to them that they will never achieve that. And this rung true with what I feel about you and I, and you'll probably see this in yourself too, is that like we don't really do anything particular. We don't go out of our way to win. We just do whatever we have to do not to lose.
Yes.
Like we don't like losing. And so when there's a situation where you're either going to win or going to lose, we just naturally do whatever has to happen to make that win happen.
Yes.
And that's like there's a difference in people. There's a difference in that attitude. Is the people who have to like extra achieve and try really hard to win at something versus, and this is almost specifically with athletics, but like everybody's got it in their own facet of their own life. But that's why we feel the way we do about this microphone setup.
Yeah, it's
because
like
we know what we have to do to make it the way we want it to be to win.
Well, and it's like how
that's what we do.
We've always discussed, not always, but we've discussed before how I think that's why we're such good friends and why we're so good at shit
because something has to happen for us to win or for me to win that involves you. I know you will do it.
Exactly. And no matter what it is we do, like
we finna be the best at it.
We're gonna succeed.
We ain't fucking around.
No matter what it is.
We ain't fucking around.
Or if someone was like, "Hey, go climb that mountain." Like, okay.
We ain't gonna dick around. We ain't gonna give up halfway
might
through.
might take a minute, but
that's
it's
right.
gonna get done.
It's gonna get done. And I respect the hell out of that. Like and he's a similar way. But I've never heard it phrased like that. Bruce Lee says you can't fill a cup that's already full. So to learn and to fill your cup, you have to empty your cup. And whenever I'm hanging out with Damien, whenever I'm hanging out with Sam, and Damien exclusively because he's younger than me. I don't have a lot of friends that are younger than me, but I do my best to make sure that I empty my cup before I hang out with him. Because that guy, for how young he is, he's got some wisdom in there.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things he dropped on me just yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
That's what I explained to my buddy Cody, my barber. He we've
Young Cutta?
Yeah, Young Cutta.
Got it right.
My dude.
Follow him on Instagram.
We've been to parties together. And I go to his shop.
Breathing on my mic.
Haven't been to a shop lately, as you can tell.
Yeah, quarantine. COVID.
But
hashtag COVID-19.
We'll always just start randomly texting afterwards, and expressing feelings of how it went, like what was up. And then one time I shot some real shit at him, and I was like, dude, I just enjoy being in your presence, and I was like, I don't enjoy talking in your presence. I just enjoy hearing what you have to project, what you have to say.
Yeah,
I was like, you just have so much knowledge.
Those are good people.
And I was like, I could just listen to you for like an hour talk, and not say a single fucking word, and be like, I just gained so much knowledge, and just like learned so much about your personality, and I really appreciate that.
You think everybody might have something like that? It's just different facets.
Yeah.
That guy, whatever you talk about, that's what his thing is, and that's why he's passionate about it, and that's why you're happy to learn about it.
Yeah.
You'd be able to do the same thing with whatever your topic of choice might be, whatever you catch on to. And then the people who understand that they have that ability those are the people you want to hang out with.
Yeah. My big
Even some people who don't, they just manage to do it.
My
on
big
accident.
topic is like bodybuilding. However, I can't go express it to people because of my current bodily.
Yeah, but you're super into it. You know about it. You went to school for biomechanics. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Well, I didn't. But
What's the word?
Well, I was going to is what you're trying to say.
That's your passion.
Sports
though.
medicine.
That's the one.
Yeah.
There's another word that I'm looking for that ain't it. But yeah, that's your thing. Like that's what you like to do.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoys doing something, and they're really good at that thing.
Speaking of which, I'm after today, I wasn't gonna buy these soda pops, but I was like, I'll fucking do it for the podcast, for the cast.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way, but I wanted one.
I know, and I knew you'd want some Coca, but yeah, I'm gonna stop drinking soda pops, and starting Monday.
That's a good practice
because I got like a program I'm doing, and it starts Monday. I'm going to start working out from home.
Ooh, home workouts.
It's a body weight workout, 6-week program.
Sure. You've got plenty of body weight.
And I decided to do this because I stepped on the scale for the first time in like 2 weeks today, and I was disgusted and angry with what I saw. And so I was like, this is the fucking thing.
That's tough.
Yes. I want you to
315, 320.
Pretty accurate. 360. And I was just like, fuck me. Last time I weighed myself was like 308, and I was like, that's rough. I saw in the teens, in the threes, and I was like, this shit has to end.
That's pretty
So I'm going to start eating better.
That's inspirational.
And start working out.
Don't talk about doing it, just do it, and then talk about after how you have
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I talked to you about. It's like, I don't like telling people I'm doing shit because I never end up doing it. But I figured I'd explain it to you, so... When you start seeing the fucking results, dude, you're like, damn, bro, you look good.
I'll be like, fuck, I need to get into a gym.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, the hermit sort of did that to me, and that was my similar response to him. Was he's like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make a video out of it. This is what I want to do. And he said, what are your thoughts? And he's one of my oldest friends.
Yeah.
So I had to hit him with the honesty, which was, I don't think you're gonna do it.
Yes.
Don't tell me about it. Matter of fact, don't tell anybody about it. Do it, and then tell me about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, let me see that it's been done, and then I'll ask you about it, and then you'll have the opportunity to explain it to me. But if you tell me about it and then don't do it, it's just another stone in another brick in the wall.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I really want to get into?
And I'm bad at that too. I'm by no means on my high horse about that. I understand that I need to work on it and do.
You did do well with it, like with the gym. You were like, you didn't really tell anyone.
Shit,
like
I've been like 2 years in that bitch. I'm
no,
a different man.
You really didn't like say like, I'm gonna start going to the gym. I'm gonna start eating better. You were just like, I just did it.
This is what I've been doing for the past year.
Yeah, and and I didn't realize it, like after out of nowhere, it was like, it's been 2 years, bro, and you are substantially larger than you were when you started. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, it feels good.
I look at older pictures of us, and I was like,
I look at pictures from last year.
I know.
There's a video of me flipping eggs in our apartment.
Yes.
And I look like a kid. Like I look like I'm 10.
Oh yeah.
How did I walk on those legs?
I know.
That guy needs a sandwich.
You know what I really want to get into?
Porn.
No.
Okay, sorry. I went the wrong
way. I'm not well versed. I don't
endowed.
I don't have the equipment.
Well endowed.
I don't have the equipment for such
fair. That's fair.
Actions.
I could get into porn.
Probably.
What do you want to get into? Get off porn.
Like car photography.
I have one of those.
So I know. So after I posted pictures of my truck last week, right?
Those were good pictures.
I've had like people from like just random people in the world.
Did you do the hashtags?
Yes, and that's why people saw that shit, and then a lot of people were like, "That was fucking sick." I had people message me like, "Dude, those are some sick photos." So check this out. This is the photo I took, right?
Show them. Yeah, it's a good picture. I liked it. Checking him out on his Instagram at kabrth, KABRTH.
KBBRTH3.
KBBRTH 13. I'll put a link in the description below.
Okay. And then I was like, I want to edit that, see what's up. So this is my edited version.
I saw them. I liked them.
No. I did this earlier today.
You didn't post that?
No. So this is the one I took. Right?
Ooh!
That's the edited version.
Ooh!
Yeah.
That's a good looking sunset. Is that over here on the I-5 freeway?
This is on what's that back road? Like you turn next to the fire station here in Coburg. Like Melissa used to live on it.
North Coburg?
Probably, yeah.
Power line.
No.
Melissa used to live on Powerline. North Coburg, sorry.
I think
Melissa used to live on North Coburg.
that's the one. Yeah, I drove down that like a mile. I
I
found
shouldn't say that. Never mind. I was gonna say somebody lives there, but I was like, let's leave that
I
out.
found like
What's
this
going
little
on
turn
here?
off. It like went to a field, so I turned in there, and I started driving back.
How
and I'm
deep? How deep?
Like
5 minutes, 10 minutes? Was it before the swooping S?
I just drove past where there was no houses.
Okay.
I like, or between houses, so I wasn't in someone's yard. Like, let me take a picture of my fucking truck. But anyways, yeah, and I thought that was really cool. And then because of that, I did this on my phone. And I was like, if I could get a good camera, a good like computer with software, I could make this reality. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah.
And then
The iPhone's pretty well
On-
equipped.
I
It's
know.
a decent camera.
on top of that point, Bash. I know you were. I know you were talking about going to that.
That'd be fun. Just to get into
If
it
I
a
was to
minute.
get into photography, I think it'd be cool as fuck to like get
media passes,
get that and
They
then get
call 'em.
pictures of your car
that'd be sick.
sideways with all the smoke and shit.
That'd be sick. The media crew, you have to get I think you pay a different fee,
I know.
but you get to put on the jackets. And
Yeah.
You get to Bash to the insert name is just a drift event. It's where people get to go reenact the Fast and Furious. in
Bash
real
to the
life.
past.
Future, present. I think the future is the most popular one. It's like Back to the Future, but with an S instead of a C. Bash to the Future. You drift your car around. It's a lot of fun. I have to pee.
We should do that. Not pee. We should go to Bash this year.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
You want
exciting. Yes.
You want to sponsor the entry fee? I'll sponsor the having a car.
I'll do that.
$100?
I'll do that.
Jeez.
Got you.
That's hot.
And
It's gonna
You know what I wanna
be
get?
me.
and you said you can make window stickers.
Yep.
Right?
I can't, but my mom has the equipment. to.
Yes.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Miranda.
Real quick, as soon as this battery dies, I'm gonna reload the battery, take a pee, and come back. You were saying?
I want to get like the YouTube logo, and then
Our YouTube channel?
at Dos Bromigos Studios,
Put it on my car?
slap it on my back window of
On
my
the
truck.
truck.
And
That's
then,
hot.
and then you can put it on the Ranger.
Yep.
Put on the stand.
Ranger!
Or
It's
the-
been sold, bro. That thing's in Corvallis somewhere.
They're not the Ranger, your Explorer, and then throw it on the Stang.
Yeah.
If Melissa's down, throw it on the Sadies. I wouldn't
Sadies.
want to put it on the Sadies though.
No.
That thing's too hot.
We'll see. We'll see what's happening. We'll see what's happening. It's gonna
Get some
be-
followers.
All right, I'm gonna take a bathroom break real quick. You want to pause it? Or you want to keep gassing?
Yeah.
You want to hit him with a singing break?
Sure, I'll do that. I tried that last time. It didn't work so hot.
If
but-
you want to pause it, just push stop.
Okay. I'll just sit here with my thoughts. Tell him a story. Like what story?
Tell him about how I was working at Best Buy the night of, and I came over to your house. We got hella drunk, and then I went and drove Chandler home and opened Best Buy.
Well,
Wow.
I don't know.
Playing Mixer.
I don't.
Whatever the hell that was. It was beer pong, but with hard liquor.
I don't know I don't know your half of the story, but
Tell your half of it.
oh, okay.
Tell him how randomly I hit you up and we started playing.
So the story, my co-host, Jesus, you can't even hear it. Do it again.
That'll be fun.
The story my co-host would like me to present to our fellow viewers. What was it, about 2, maybe 3 years ago? I had just bought a house, and he out of the blue hit me up and was like, "Hey, dude, we should drink tonight. We should do some shit. Maybe break in the house." And so he gets off work, goes and picks up our other fellow buddy, Herbert, if you're listening. And they come over. I live, at the time, about 30, 40 miles away from this guy. It's a bit of a drive. It's in the top. It's in the top cabinet. It's on the... Yeah, it's on the scale, I think. Anywho, they come to my house, and we start out. So this guy, my co-host at the time, was substantially smaller. And me and our other buddy, at the time I was about 280, our other buddy's about 220. And so we start downing shots of tequila. And we don't feel them too much. And we're sitting there eating some nachos. I got some stuff for nachos. And we're feeling pretty good. And then out of the blue, out of the blue, we start, we're like, let's play some beer pong. But we didn't have any, but we had a little bit of beer, but it wasn't good stuff.
We had
oops! Was I not talking? Anyways, so we put little bits of beer at the bottom of our glasses. We had tequila. We also had Kraken. And so there were specialty glasses that had the Kraken and the tequila, and the rest of the glasses had the beer. And we never finished the game because we got pretty fucked up. But
no one won.
Oops! And yeah, no one ended up winning. I think we spilt shit all over the ground. And this guy, me and our other guy, had to carry him into my guest room so he could go to bed. I had to put a bucket on the ground so he could throw up. And then the next morning, this was at like 2 a.m. He had to leave for work at like 7 or 8. He gets up, drives the other guy 40 miles back to his house, and then another 20 miles back to work, and opens the store. Glorious.
Good times. Good times.
How's it going?
I'm almost out of stuff to talk about. I've been thinking about getting into batting cages. I'm really bad at batting for baseball.
As am I.
I can do baseball just fine, but actually hitting the ball with the bat, I've never really practiced. But there's no batting cages in Eugene.
There used to be.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Did there be?
There used to be one at Valley River Center, and they closed that down. And then they moved it to over by, you know where Cash and Carry is?
Yeah.
Over on Gateway? Yeah. There used to be one back there, and then they closed that one because no one wanted to go to fucking
I want to go to the batting cages.
I think, you know what we should do? We should take like a day trip up north. Show up like a batting cage in like Salem or something. I'm sure there's some up there. And then go to Top Golf in Portland, where it's like a game.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking fun.
I've seen Top Golf.
I've seen pictures. I've seen videos of people doing it. I think it'd be awesome.
A guy I used to work with, his name, and you won't believe me, is McLean O'Leary.
That's pretty cool.
Extra Irish.
Is he Irish?
Extra Irish.
The Irish?
McLean O'Leary.
Yeah.
Shout out McLean O'Leary. He went to Top Golf, and it looked like a lot of fun. But you have to go all the way to Portland. It's a little bit of a drive.
Day trip.
It's 45 minutes.
Or
hour 45
Or
minutes.
when all this quarantine bullshit's over and we can do it, we go up there, Top Golf, go out in town, drink, party, have fun, stay the night, and then drive back the next day.
That's pretty intense day trip.
Well,
but I like the sound of it.
It'd be a night trip. It'd be a
Night trip.
Overnight trip. Yeah. We
Bring
collect
my overnight bag.
maybe collect some friends.
Hit the gym. We don't have any friends, bro.
Sam, I wouldn't consider a good friend, but like I consider Sam a friend, acquaintance. I've hung out with
He's my
him.
good friend. He's my very good friend.
He's a good dude. I enjoyed talking to him. Sam, Hermit. That's about it.
Leave that guy home.
Maybe just Sam.
Leave that guy.
Or maybe just you and me.
Wait a minute. We're right back to the start.
Or we could, if Paul's ever in town. Get Paul.
Probably not. Dude's in the Air Force.
Yeah, my
it's
brothers.
pretty tough to get into town.
Just do like a brother trip.
Caleb and Casey.
Because Caleb and Casey both live up north anyways.
Heck
so.
yeah, dude. Pick them up on the way.
Yeah.
In the F-150.
You guys are Eleanor, my lady.
I don't think I'll ever call it that.
You should. That's her name.
I will
Respect
respect that you want to call it that.
Respect her as such.
I talked to Sam and Damien about being guests on the podcast. They seem pretty excited to do it.
That'd be sick.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I ever talked to Damien about it.
I need to buy a third mic. They're not that expensive, so.
I think I missed talking to Damien about it because I had to take a serious crap. We went to Chipotle, and it ran through me, bro.
I had Chipotle 3 times this week.
Is that bad?
No, I don't regret it at all.
Have you ever been there at 11
You need
when they open?
You need to go to the one on Coburg Road. There's a man that works there. I'm pretty sure he works there just because of quarantine. He lost his job.
Where on Coburg Road?
It's up by, it's like right before, if you're heading south, it's like right before Oakway Center. It's the only fucking Chipotle on Coburg Road.
Oh, the big building. That building's huge compared to all the other Chipotles. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
By the car
The
wash.
seating area?
It's
Yes.
huge.
Because the seating area is huge.
It's the biggest building I've ever seen.
But anyways, there's a guy that works there. I'm pretty sure it's because of the quarantine. Got laid off, just needed a job.
Yeah.
He is fucking massive.
Big dude.
He's a bodybuilder. Dude.
Oh, nice.
like you know, you're all like that one guy, Joe Stetics. That you're like, he's definitely on
the
steroids.
blonde guy?
Yeah, you're like, he's definitely on steroids because of fucking veins. This guy has fucking Frank McGrath McGrath veins, dude. And he's like, his arms are like, he can't even put his arms down. He's like, yeah, so what kind of protein you like?
Full lats. He's
Dude.
got to move his whole body.
Dude, he's such a huge guy. And I always want to be like,
Hey, man, what are you taking?
yeah, I say, you know, Trent, you fucking, what shit are you taking? It's like, he's massive, bro.
You just hit him with, like, whenever you're making your order, and just be like, all right, so I want a bowl. Go ahead and put in the chicken, black beans, and then 30 cc or whatever you're taking.
He'd probably laugh and be like, you know what's up.
He'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I got my syringe in my pocket right now.
Well, I was just about to go to the bathroom and take
Yeah.
this, but since you want it.
He's a big dude. It's fucking
Shout out
insane.
Coburg Road Chipotle employee.
Yeah. Anywho,
What else you got for us?
Sam and Damien and his guests.
As guests. Abby Meyer.
I was thinking as a setup, if you go watch this one called Fighter and the Kid, and even
Is that a podcast?
yes, it's Brendan Schaub and can't think of the other guy's name. Anyway, they Brian Callen, they sit kind of like we're doing, but they have like recliners. They're really nice recliners and like a center table, and then they have the boom mics like we want to get.
Yeah.
And then when they have guests on, they have like a couch alongside that also has, and the mics come off the table, which is why I wanted to get like a center table, so we can see the fireplace and shit right here. Have our logo up here, you know.
What do you guys think of the behind the scenes setup? Tell us what you want to see, and we'll make it happen.
Baby.
Unless it's girls, because that's not going to happen. That's a good laugh.
That's
a good one.
You got anything else, brother man?
No, it's been a whole hour. I'm about out of stuff.
We need to. Should we use our stage names for the podcast, or should we use just our regular names?
Why are you asking to call me Golden Boy? Should I call you Christmas?
Christmas.
Yeah, I guess we could.
No,
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just wondering if we should save those for like if we do start doing gym videos once the
We still can. We can do both.
gym comes
It's
out.
just like a merchandising thing, right? It's a merchandising opportunity. No, I don't want somebody to wear a shirt that says my name, but I do
Yeah.
want them to wear a shirt that says Golden Boy,
yeah.
right? That's the thing. I don't want to see some stranger with my name on his shirt. That's dangerous.
Adam
Yeah, no. I'll pass. But it's all merchandise opportunity.
Well, 'cause I was wondering for logo wise, should we do? So it's Dos Bromigos, right?
Yeah.
But then
Is it?
should we have like us, like animated on the thing, or should we do like a Mexican American flag?
That might be stretching it, considering we are both white.
White. I don't know, man. Like I could be Latino.
No. No.
You never know, man.
No. Melissa's
Yeah.
gonna get a kick out of that.
That's fine. We need to figure out a logo though, 'cause our current setup that we edited last week.
Bro, the logo is so hot. I made it in paint.
I know. We need if anyone on Fiverr hears or sees this and wants to hook us up, let us know.
Or anywhere, really. If you
Yeah.
just want to make us a logo, we won't say
yeah,
no.
if you're a listener and you're
Do
like,
that.
oh,
Do that.
these guys could use a logo 'cause there's just,
It's just disrespectful.
and if it's good enough, we'll even project it on this television behind us, and
And
we'll even give you a shout out
Credits.
on the podcast.
No money, though.
Internships.
Internships. Unpaid internships. It's for the experience. It's for your greater good,
Yeah.
really.
Once this podcast blows up, and people realize
then
that
you still won't get
people
paid.
realize that you created that, they'll maybe
They'll come
go
to your page.
they'll maybe go check you out on Instagram.
And maybe they
You know?
won't.
Probably not, but
It's a lose-lose for you.
we'll shoot you
Some money.
no. We'll give you a shout out in the first 5 videos. After that, you're done.
$5 in royalties. The first $100 we make, you can have 5. And that's it. That's a cap. You only get 5.
Yeah. We've been going for
An hour and some.
Is that the case?
Covered things like Aaron Carter and ringtones.
I've been looking at my phone.
There's a ticker at the bottom.
Hour and 18 seconds.
Yep.
What do you think? You want to cut it off, or you wanna think
We
of
aren't talking about
think
anything
of something
right
else to talk about? Maybe if you guys have any suggestions for if you want to hear us do like a singing time, or
Singing.
suggestions for categories and or what the fuck are they called? Segments on the show. Put in the comments, and we'll probably
will
not make it happen.
Absolutely read them and think about doing them.
Unless you're a fucking bot like Todd,
Todd the bot.
trying to get us to increase our subscribers through bots.
Let me know if you want to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll get you on here.
If you're a fan
We need people to talk to that aren't
and we kind of know of you or don't, but we can look you up on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, whatever, and we'll maybe get you out to my place, but I don't know if I'll enjoy that.
Just random strangers rolling up. Hi, guy we met on the internet. Well, it's weird you bought a shotgun to the podcast.
Yeah. Dos Bromigos, episode 4.